Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Card Guy, coming to you with a video today. Today's going to be a little bit different for this channel. It's going to be a what sold on eBay over the weekend video because I sold quite a few sports cards, sports related items, and collectibles. So we're going to show that on this channel. Normally I do that on my That Reseller Guy channel. So if you haven't checked that channel out, I always want to get you guys checking out both of these because a lot of them have some good content on there that I know you're here for. So let's go ahead and get into the sales. Like I said, I sold a bunch of sports cards and collectibles. 23 items sold on eBay over the weekend for about $900. Is it $800? Let me go back and check. I forgot. $837 total. Tax, shipping, and everything is included in that total. So probably about $700 worth of actual items, and the rest is shipping and tax and all the stuff eBay puts in there. Now, I will show the other items that I sold on eBay that weren't sports related because I want to show you everything that I sell. If you have never watched my That Reseller Guy channel and you're here for the first time and you're used to my videos of the mystery bags and the what sold on COMC and some of these other channels, that video will be a treat for you, I guarantee. Well, okay, maybe not, but it'll be a video. So let's show the sports cards that I sold. Some of these items did sell through offer, so I had to send a discount off of eBay. Most of the time, I sent 10% offers for just about anything that's been listed for more than a couple weeks. Some other items I may send 25, 30. I've sent 50% off offers for some items if they've been in my store for like over a year, just trying to get them sold. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we're going to have a lot of glare on this video. It always happens when I show cards this way, because if I go like that, yeah, you can't even tell what it is. So I hold a little angle, and then when the little pop-up comes up, you can see the card much better. So first up, we got a Juan Gonzalez card, and this is a 1997 finest. I believe it's embossed gold, and it's got these cool die-cut edges. You probably will see that in the picture much better. This is going to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I had it in my store for $20. Somebody needs to make an offer of $10. I countered back at $12.50. Yeah, it's been in my store for a little bit, not a huge amount of time, but I was willing to give a discount. I'm still happy getting $12.50 for this. I'm sure I got out of a bargain box for like a buck or two. So $12.50 for Juan Gon, and that'll get sent off to PR. Next, we have an orange refractor autograph of AJ Reed for the Astros on here. I don't know if he's still with the Astros. I've never heard of AJ Reed. Sorry, AJ. But yeah, gold refractor or orange refractor autograph number 2, I believe 25. Only $10. I had it in my store for $10. Sent that 10% offer that I talked about. Sold for $8.99. I usually list them at $9.99. I don't use the round numbers. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think listing at $10 or $9.99 makes any difference? I do. I think people will still say, my wife does all the time. If something's $9.99, she'll be like, oh, it's $9. I'm like, come on, it's $10. It's a trick. I use that trick all the time. All right, next up is actually a really cool card. I have never had one of these before, and it's from 1989. I've never had one or any of the other cards from this set before, so it was kind of cool to pick a couple of them up this week. It was an item that I listed this week. If you were watching on my That Reseller Guy channel, you see I talked about my little listing blitz. This was one of the items that was part of the blitz. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that video. There's a link down below. There's always links down below. Go check them out. But this is an Eric Dickerson card from 1989 Pro Set. You're saying, Mike, what's so unique about 1989 Pro Set? Well, this is a 1989 Pro Set test card. You can see the back is different. That's what it looks like on the front. The Pro Set logo is different. And I think there's, I don't know, 10 or 15 different cards from the set. I picked up this one and the Dan Marino card. The Dan Marino card had a little chip on the border. It was too bad because that one would have been worth fair amount more without that little chip on it. Still, this card, Eric Dickerson, went for $25. And if you find these in really good condition, PSA 8, 9, 10 range, you should probably send them in to get graded because it looks like they do pretty well graded. This one was right at that 8 range. I didn't want to send it in and accidentally get a 7. I always want a shot at that higher grade if I'm going to send something in. So yeah, really happy. $25 for that one. So we got some good cards going out so far. Next up, this card is folded up, but you'll see in the picture, this is a little booklet card of Bert Blyleven. That's what it looks like on that side. Whoa, glare. So yeah, it's not very exciting to look at from here. Legends, I don't even remember, some National Treasures, I think. Again, you'll see in the pop-up, it's folds open. And I believe one side has an autograph, one side might have a jersey patch. I don't remember this card. I bought it for $3 out of a bargain box at a show. That part I do remember. But yeah, let me look over here and actually look at the card. Where the heck is it on my screen? Right there. 2017 National Treasures, number 299. Okay, actually, it's not autographed. I thought this was an autographed one. So it's got two jersey swatches on the one side with Burt Blyleven. And what the... I should have left it up on the screen. I should have left it up on the screen because I don't know what it sold for. It says $19.99 here. Did I give a discount? Let me look. Gotta check the other screen, see if there's a discount. No, full price. I got full price for this. I like that. I like getting full price for my items. $20 for a non-autographed jersey card of Burt Blyleven. So pretty good sale there. $20 for a card I paid $3 for out of a bargain box. Now these next couple are the cheap ones that I sell. I'm going to go over it briefly again with some of you might be new. You haven't heard me talk about this before, especially if you haven't checked out my other channel. First off, this is a card from the X-Files. You got Fox Mulder and Dana Scully on it. And this sold for $1.99 free shipping. So this is going to go out eBay standard envelope, 64 cents. After the eBay fees and all that, I'm making, I think about 90 cents is what I'm getting for this card. And why am I listing cards that I'm getting 90 cents for? I have some that I list for a little bit lower and get like 40 to 50 cents for. It's because I have quantities of them, sometimes large quantities, 50, 100 of the cards, and they're just not going to sell in lots. There's nobody... Okay, well, maybe there's one person out there in the world that's looking for a large lot of these. But most people just want one of these for their collection. Maybe they're an X-Files fan. Maybe they think Dana Scully's really hot. Yeah. So they just want one of these. I don't know how else to sell them. If you look on COMC, I've sent a few in there so I can have a few on COMC. And I might sell that one there every few months. I have a couple on my collectibles booth. But when you have 100 of something, it's hard to get rid of 100 that doesn't sell as a lot. So I'm trying them this way. This is actually the first of the X-Files cards that I've sold this way. So I got $1.99 for that. These have sold much better. These are cards from the Hunger Game of Katniss Everdeen. So yeah, this person actually bought 4 different, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping they don't come and buy one card. I want them to come and buy multiple cards. This person bought 4, came out to like $7.96. It is still free shipping, but I will still ship this out eBay standard envelope for that 64 cents, about $1 total and all the fees. So this time I'll make about $7 on their sale. Much better than making $1. I think that's a fact. So that's why I do it. There's dealers out there. I've watched some of their videos. There are people that literally only sell cards for like 99 cents and $1.49, and they just sell hundreds and hundreds of cards every day. They use that Card Manager Pro, and they have a scanner, and they do it that way. It is a business model. I don't want to sell only $1.99 cards. I know there's some of you that are shaking their head like, why are you ever selling $2 cards? It's not worth the time and effort. I do think it is. Now we're time for a drink break. We're going for Monster Energy Low Carb today, the light blue, as I like to call it. Non-sponsored, but Monster. If you just want to send me some free Monster Energy drinks, I'll talk about you every single video. It's just an idea. Just an idea. All right. What else did I sell? Still some more card stuff. Did sell one graded card. This is another item that's been part of the listing blitz that I talked about. This is a Bo Jackson graded card, PSA 9. This is from 1990 Fleer, from one of those little box sets, a little League Leaders card. At one point, I was going to do the Bo Jackson set registry. So I started buying a bunch of these off of COMC using some of my credit off of there. I just decided that there was no way I was going to be able to spend enough money on Bo as well as some of the other guys that I collect. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these off. Plus, I was only getting the 9s. I wasn't paying up for 10s because 10s for Bo Jackson are pretty darn expensive. There's a lot of collectors of Bo out there. This one here, I checked the pop report. I think there was about 10 of these in a 9 and about 10 of them in 10. So fairly low pop count. I think it went for $18. I think that one went for $17.99. And that's about what I paid for these. Most of these I paid like $10 in that $20 range. So somewhere in there, I'm not making money on these. I'm just kind of getting my money back out of them. And I think I have like 30 of them to sell and list. I think I've only listed 6 or 7 of them. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 of those every day. All right, next, a really cool item. 1974 Topps Traded Set. Yeah, this came out 1974. Showed all the different guys that changed teams, maybe some rookies that came up. I'm trying to think if there's any big name guys in here. Maybe Ron Santo. I don't think there's too many big names in here. Let me find the set on my screen because it's never in the right spot. So there are 44 cards of the set. Actually, I think Juan Marichal is in this set too. Sold for $19.99. So yeah, about 50-ish cents a card. I believe this set, if I remember correctly, I picked up a 76 traded and a 74 trade around the same time. One of them I picked up out of a dime box where I got all the different cards, so I had $4.40 into it. This one might have been in a collection, and the condition was kind of all over the place. Some cards were really good, but there were a couple that were creased as well. So that's why I priced it at a little bit lower than probably it could go for, but I still got $20 for that. We're not done. I told you I sold 23 items. It was a good weekend of sales. Next up, we had some more sports cards, and I'll have a little story to go with this as well, to talk about why. Boom, we got that sack right here. These are football cards. Every single one of these cards is serial numbered. Some as low as maybe 50. So we got stuff like this, 2000 Bubba Franks card. We got a few of those golds. We might have stuff like that. We got Topps Pink, some of this older stuff from Collector's Edge. We even got rookie cards from like SP Authentic and Mystique from the mid 2003s. Bowman Gold, Bowman Blue. There's a Brent Hundley numbered card. He was hyped at one point. So why am I going to tell you a little story with these? Well, people always ask, where am I getting these cards? Am I getting them in collections and what? It sold for $29.99 first off. Sold for $30, 30 cents per card. So anytime I can buy cards for less than 30 cents per card, I go ahead and pick them up when they're serial numbered. Generally, obviously, I want to get ones that I can sell individually, either on COMC or my collectibles booth or at the card store, wherever I sell cards. But sometimes there's guys that just don't really sell or just don't have a lot of value. So I put them in these lots. Yeah, maybe some of these cards could go for $1, $2, $3 if you do want to list them individually. But I figure if I can pick up cards for a dime or 20 cents or less and then sell them for 30, there's profit there, and it keeps customers coming back because I have several guys that are always checking my store for my bulk lots like this. I sold a couple last week. It was the baseball lot, had a very similar one, and then they also bought a lot of, I think it was 30 autographed baseball cards. So definitely get some repeat customers and some loyal customers coming back for those lots. So they must be good. All right, what else sold? I think this was the most expensive item that I sold this weekend. I've never seen one of these before either. I didn't even know that they made these. It's a 1991 OPC Hockey, the OPC Premier Hockey Factory set. So this has like the Yager rookie, the Mike Modano rookie, everybody else, Jeremy Roenick, I think was in that year, and a handful of others. But yeah, I didn't realize they made factory sets. The first time I ever came across one of these, it came from a little collection that I bought from someone. Sold for $119.99. Yeah, this has some good value. And the way that they seal these, man, it just isn't the cleanest wrap on here. But I checked all the others. That's how they came from the factory. That's how OPC/Topps made these. But yeah, $120 for that set. I had no idea that it was worth quite that much. But yeah, happy to get that sale. All right, that's it for the card part. Now, I do have a lot of other sports or entertainment and collectibles and stuff like that to show you as well. So if you're going to cut out here, because you only wanted to see the card stuff, thanks for watching. But don't leave yet. We got some other stuff to show you. It's interesting, I promise. First up, we got Alexa Bliss. I had no idea who this was. I used Google Lens, Google search to figure out who this was. I'm sure some of you wrestling fans might have known, but I got this in a little bag at a Savers. They had two Funko Pops loose, bundled together. They were marked like $10. I used a little coupon that day. I think it was like 25% off that we got that day. So I spent, we'll just say $4 per figure. There was a few of them in there that were worth listing individually. I sold a Doctor Who last week, and then this week, Alexa Bliss. I think it sold for, it went on sale. It went through sale, $16.19. So I had it at 18 cents, some weird offer. Maybe it was 10%. I don't know how the math works on that. But yeah, $16.19 for Alexa Bliss. This is the item that's been in my store for a long time. I don't even want to guess. I'm going to say a year, but it could be 5 years. Sometimes stuff just gets lost in the shuffle, and it's been in the store forever, and I just don't even realize how truly long it's been in there. This is an autographed first day cover, but the reason why this was kind of a hard sale is the first day cover was for Jim Thorpe. So it's got him as a baseball player, the little stamp, but it's signed by golfer Fuzzy Zeller. I don't know why somebody got a Fuzzy Zeller signed to sign this Jim Thorpe first day cover. Maybe that's all they had at the time, and then when they ran into Fuzzy, I don't know. It's not authenticated. It wasn't worth spending the $10, $12 to get it authenticated because I wasn't going to recoup that money. It wasn't going to sell for anything higher than probably what I sold it for. Let me double check the price because it's been for a while. $10 sold for $9.99. Yeah, so if I spent $10 to get this authenticated, I wasn't going to get 20 bucks back out of it. It is his autograph. I've seen it a billion times, and I know where I got this from, so I know it's good. So, yeah, $10 for that. Happy to get out of my store. I have a couple other signed first day covers like this as well. They're just really slow sellers, not highly sought after. I think you're better off with a ball or a photo or something like that. But if I can buy them cheap enough, I bought this as part of a little lot. I'm sure I have $1 or $2 into it. I did sell one baseball, non-autographed, but this is a Cal Ripken League. I don't know if you can see it. Again, you'll see it in the pop-up, whichever side. Much better. I've had these in my store for a long time, too. I think I had like 4 of them, and I actually just picked up 2 more that were in a little collection that I picked up last week. It's going to take forever to sell these. It sold for $7.99, so for $8 for the one baseball. And yeah, they've been in my store for a couple of years. Finally sold one, and I got more to add to my inventory. So hopefully this spurs on a little surge. Spurs on a surge. I don't know what I'm talking about. Make some other people go buy some of my Cal Ripken baseballs. All right, this next one's a little football helmet. Tell you a quick little story with this too. First off, the buyer sent me a message asking if I would combine shipping. So I expected them to buy multiple things, but they only bought this one. So I messaged them this morning, see if they were going to buy more before I ship this out. It's the only way he's going to save on shipping. But this I actually bought at the Brass Armadillo, which is where I have my collectibles booth. Every time I'm out there, I'll usually check out a couple booths, see what they put in there. There's a couple people that price stuff fairly, and this was one of them. They had 3 of these blank little mini helmets for $5 each. And I know I can put these on eBay and sell them and for $15. Just as much as probably I had a used NFL one. So people like these blank ones. They can customize them, do stuff like that. So yeah, I bought 3 of these for $5 each, listed them each for $15. And this was the first one to sell. Sold less than a week because I was out there on, I think, Wednesday, and it sold over the weekend. So happy to get my little bit of profit out of those while I was already out there. These were part of a collection I bought last week, some Pittsburgh Steelers items. This one is an 86 Heinz Award. This is like a non-licensed one. This is just some company puts these out because to say 86 Award Pittsburgh, they're not saying Heinz Award, they're not saying Steelers, so this is 100% like a bootleg type item. I'm sure they did these for a bunch of people, but for Heinz Ward, pretty popular Steeler guy. That one went for $18, as well as this Three Rivers Stadium commemorative one, 1970 to 2000, with the Steelers logo on there. So $18 a piece on each of those license plates. I bought a few license plates last week. Those were the only 2 that got listed on eBay. The rest will be at my booth. So it was nice to see that I listed the 2 right ones that we're going to sell. Oh yeah, I got this guy back here. I forgot I got Sir Charles back here. I picked this up last week as part of my little thrift run that I do up in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Savers. Got this Charles Barkley bobblehead. This was one of the older ones from the room store. I think it's 2004, as it says down on the bottom down there. Very popular bobblehead to find. This one did not have the box. Obviously, they sell much better with the box, but still, just like this, $40, $39.99 full price, and it sold within just a few days. But it for, I think they had priced $9.99. I think they had it at $10. I paid full price. I didn't bring a coupon with me that day. Big mistake. If you go to Savers, you should always have a coupon because all you got to do is drop some stuff off to donate and they will give you a coupon. I didn't have anything to drop off that day. I did end up paying full price, but still, I knew at $10 I could turn it into $40. Not much problem. And it did. Less than a week. So thanks, Sir Charles, on that sale, $40. That same store also got these. I was very excited to find these because first off, I thought it was just some cheap Sony cassette tapes, but when I turned it around, I saw that these were the, without the glare, the 120s. Yeah, the 120s are pretty good tapes. Scanned it, found out that these sell for some good money, and they sure did. And again, they sold pretty quick. Now, this is an item that I did list on Amazon as well. I listed it on eBay and Amazon. There are some items that I cross-list if there are higher dollar items. And let's see what this sold for, because again, like I said, it sold for some pretty good money. It sold for, where is it on the screen? $50, $49.99 plus shipping. People buy cassette tapes. You think that this stuff is junk. People pass it by. People love cassette tapes. Somebody does. I don't know what they're recording, but they're recording something on those tapes, and they like those 120s, and there's some others that are a lot more expensive too, but the 120s are pretty good. If it was just the 60-minute ones, I may not have got them because I've had a pack of those up there for like $20, and it hasn't sold, and it's been in my store for months, and it hasn't sold. So if you find those 120s, the 90s are okay, but yeah, 120s and up, buy those. All right, just a few more things to show you, and we'll get this video done. I sold an Estes. Now, I say Estes. I've heard people say Estes. I don't think so. I think it's Estes. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it. You can't tell me otherwise. But this is called Long Tom. This is the Long Tom rocket. Fairly high demand one. I looked out there. Prices were kind of all over the place. I think I sold it for $30. You'll see the pop-up if I'm wrong. Number 3016 flies up to 1,100 feet. I've never shot off a rocket before. Never. It just wasn't anything that I was into. And I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty neat when they go up and you watch the little parachute come and they float back down. You got to go find it. But yeah, I've bought several of these recently, and this was the first one to sell. I think I got 4 or 5 of them still in my store. But yeah, got Long Tom. Long Tom's going out. Another item that's been in my store for a little while. Not a crazy amount of time, but these have probably been in my store at least 6 months. A couple Lego sets. And you think, why is Lego in my store for so long? First off, I bundled them together to make a bigger sale because these weren't like any particular theme that wasn't like a Batman or Superman or Star Wars or anything. It's just these little scenes. This one, I don't even think they have names. It's that one there and that one there. Yeah, just a couple little, like, I don't know, little town or city scenes, whatever you want to call them. Sets $58.98 and $58.99 in case that means anything to you. But yeah, I bundled them together. I think I had them in my store for $50 for the pair, and it's at a 10% offer. I think they sold for $44.99. You'll see the full price when I show the pop-up. But yeah, these were just thrift store finds for $5-6 a piece, and listed them together. The last couple items are a little bit bigger. I sold one of these a couple weeks ago. If you watch my channels, you'll know. These are, the box is opened upside down. These are check presenters. These are American Express check presenters, and I sold a box of these a few weeks ago. It was a full box. This was the partial box. And these are just these things that they use at restaurants that they bring your check out. I'll show you one of them like this. It's not the ones that open up. Those are called wallets. Those are American Express like check wallets. These are check presenters. You gotta know the right terms. So you got a little American Express logo, a couple little pockets, American Express on the back. These are brand new. I found 2 boxes of these brand new at a Goodwill, marked $5.49 each box. Yeah, so I made sure to grab these. I've been back to that store a couple times, making sure that they didn't put in any more of these because I wish I had 100 boxes. This is the kind of stuff that I love finding. I think a lot of resellers just look over. It doesn't look special. They don't even look it up. There's no barcode you can scan, so you got to have a little brains to look this stuff up. And it turned out pretty well. So again, I paid around $5 for each of the boxes. The other box I think sold for $40 or $50 because it was a full box. This one only had 21 of the 25 and it sold for $40, $39.99 plus shipping. Now I'm not going to ship it in this box because it could get dinged and those check presenters get damaged. So I will wrap another box around this, make sure that it gets to its destination safely. But yeah, great $40 sale on those check presenters. Like I said, I wish I could find more stuff like that because that stuff's gold. And the last sale is, let me double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, this is the last sale of the day. And because I sell sports stuff, I also sell baseballs. Not single baseball for Cal Ripken, but this is a couple different lots. So first off, these are all Major League Baseballs. I think this is the Major League Baseball box. There's a dozen in here. Had someone contact me and ask if I would make him a deal if he bought both boxes that I have. Now, the second box is Minor League Baseball. So we got stuff here. Like that's just a regular minor league baseball, but there's some specialty ones in here like this. This one's for the Midwest League. You got some Arizona League, some other stuff. They're all in California. I think they're up in Oakland, so it's not going to be too expensive to ship this up to the Bay Area. It's cheaper, I think, if they're in Southern California for me. I'm in Arizona, by the way, Diamondbacks. So yeah, it's not going to be too bad to ship it up to him. I'm going to refund him excess shipping and all that. This lot, the 12 Major League Baseballs, I had in my store for like $68. Around 70 is that price they sell, somewhere between $60 and $70, just depending on how good of conditions these are. These ones are pretty good from some of the stuff that I've had in the past. These are all practice or game used Major League Baseballs. I made him a deal for $50 for that lot, and then I was going to give him 10% off this other lot, which I had priced at $40, which are, I think there's only, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's only 10 of the Minor League Baseballs. Couldn't make a full dozen. So he spent $35 and $50, spent $85 plus shipping. So he's spending $100-ish for all these baseballs. And this is kind of stuff that I pick up fairly frequently out here. I have a couple connections that have some connections to connections, from the spring training facilities out here in Arizona. So sometimes I can get good quantities of baseballs. Other times I just find these at thrift stores in little hanging bags. There'll be 2, 3, 4 baseballs, and if they're major and minor league baseballs, I'll pick them up if I'm paying like $1 a piece. So great sale, $100-ish for that one. And after I refund all of his stuff, we'll see what the total amount is. But some good sales this weekend. So I talked about my other channel. I'm doing a listing blitz, 10 items per day. And so far, the first weekend is paying some really good dividends. 23 sales. What did I say? $830 some dollars. So a good dollar amount. Happy about that. So I'm happy that all of you are here watching this video. Hopefully, most of you stayed this long and have subscribed to both my That Reseller Guy and my That Car Guy channel. If I want to get crazy, I have a third channel. Actually, I have 4 channels that I put videos on, but two that are ones that I really talk about. The third one, well, I'm just filling time at the end of this video. If you want to watch it, you can. Is my KK and her dad open stuff. That's the video. This is the channel that me and my daughter do stuff on. We do some food tasting stuff. We open up some blind boxes. We do a lot of stuff. It's the one that kind of got me involved in YouTube in the first place. We've been doing videos for like 4 years on that channel. 4 years on all these channels now. So it's kind of a fun channel. If you want to check it out, it's a complete different side of me. Honestly, you'll be like, that doesn't even seem like the same person because you're acting all goofy and silly. Well, yeah, because I'm with my kid. So that one's a lot of fun. That's actually the one that I have the most fun doing because I get to act goofy and silly and try to make y'all laugh. The last one is just under my name, Mike Warner. And actually that one probably gets the most views of any of my channels because I usually do shorts on that one. And they're just random stuff. I do some ones around Halloween, Christmas, while we're on vacation, other stuff, and just random videos. And I think that channel's got like 500 subscribers too. So yeah, I just do whatever here on eBay. Whatever takes up the most time, that's what I do for the littlest money on YouTube. Yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here. Go subscribe to all the channels. Go do it today. Put down in the comments of one of the videos, hey, Mike, I checked out one of your other channels. It was a good video. I promise you'll laugh if you go watch KK Internet. I promise you will laugh if you watch one of those videos. All right, I'm going to wrap it up today. I thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time.